Welcome, everyone, to LaGrange Cycling Classic, presented by Buffalo Rock Pepsi and paced by Kia Georgia. This is the sixth race of the USACRITS series and going into the seventh race of Speed Week on a very fast course. And right now, getting into our staging is going to be our pro women as they're getting ready to compete. Trying to be able to take points from one another as we're going to have a fantastic race right here in downtown LaGrange. Criterium, hosted by PAL, was race number 5 of the USACRITS series and race number 6 of Speed Week. Taking advantage of being on the front row, Will Harden immediately attacked and tried to be able to get away. Tons of crowds came out to be able to cheer on the riders as they whipped around the 1 kilometer course at about 30 miles an hour. Different riders tried to be able to break away, groups of 8, groups of 6, but nobody could get away until Garrison soloed in from 5 laps out with time to high-five everybody and take the win, duplicating the way he won in Noonan. It was a Michael Garrison win in Spartanburg, and right behind him, the biker cycling team came in with Jordan Parra and Jaime Castaneda. Speed Week, overall, the Luke Fetzer keeps the lead, and for the USACRITS, it's Lucas Burgoyne. We came to USACRITS race number 5 and Speed Week race number 6 for the 20th Spartanburg Regional Criterium hosted by PAL. Very unique to Spartanburg are the tents that they sell to the community, bringing the block party to the race. 1 kilometer around, and the speed's almost 30 miles an hour as the racers competed in the mid-race points, trying to be able to tack on to their overall lead. Rebecca Lang as aggressive as usual, but in the end, the high speed did not let a break get away. And in the final sprint, Valerie Cardoza Cabrera winning her second race in a row with the bow at the finish line. Kendall Ryan from Legion of Los Angeles in second, Izzy Harden from Flickr on third, and the champagne flowed on the streets here in Spartanburg and the finish line as the celebration continued for the 20th annual race. And right now, we're planning on having a brand new winner in 2025. Let's get ready to do our D1 team or our points setup. As you're going to see, riders are going to be sprinting 5 laps in, mid-race, and 5 laps from the end. 5 places deep, 10, 7, 5, 3, and 2. Of course, the big points are coming at the final, 200, 190, 180, and so on down the line. So it's going to be a good race. Going to see riders, and again, the overall competition very close. So we're going to be speaking about that a little bit later on as we get into the race. Our D1 team competition, Kingdom Elite, currently sitting in the overall lead. Team Flickr sitting in second place. Then it's going to be Team Winston-Salem and Legion of Los Angeles wrapping up our top 4 in our D1 teams. Now as our riders are standing there getting ready, it is moments away from starting off with our rider introductions. And with that, I'll introduce Chad Andrews to call up rider number 1.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, first rider we'd like to call up today, your winner in Noonan, and your current overall leader for Kingdom. Please welcome Ailina Quevedo.
With a great ride yesterday in Spartanburg, riding for Team Flickr, the young rider in the green jersey. Please welcome, third overall in our USACRITS series, Izzy Harden.
Our next call-up, ladies and gentlemen, is a multi-time national champion in fourth overall, racing for Kingdom Elite, Shannon Koch.
Dominating the top spots of the USACRITS top 5. We're looking for another Flicker rider. Sitting 5th overall, please welcome Ali LaCroix.
Currently residing in 6th place overall out of Colombia, racing for biker cycling team, Luisa Para.
We've had 6 days of racing and leading from day number 1 the entire time. Your overall Speed Week leader, Holly Brack from Legion of Los Angeles.
Moving up one spot, after Spartanburg. 2nd in Speed Week overall, please welcome Jenna Nessman, Kingdom Elite.
Rider in the red and green you're going to be seeing on the front a lot, riding for Winston-Salem. Her aggressive nature has moved her up into the 3rd spot overall. This is Rebecca Lang.
She won in Union City out of California, racing for Legion. 4th overall in Speed Week, Kendall Ryan.
Coming off a 2nd place in Suwanee and a 5th overall in our Speed Week competition. Now only 2nd overall in our USA Crit competition, the Australian Peter Mullins.
And this youngster has made her way into fresh legs and big wins. She won in Suwanee and she won last night in Spartanburg. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Valeria Cordosa Cabrera for You Got It MBO. Rest of the riders to the line, please.
As our rest of the riders roll up, we'd like to be able to honor our nation with our national anthem. Those of you that can rise, please rise. Remove your cap as we play our national anthem before our pro women here in LaGrange.
All right. There we have it. There's our national anthem. Ladies, we do want to reiterate, if any official word comes through Frankie or I, please listen. We'll make sure we repeat it. Other than that, be safe, have fun. Thank you, of course, to the city of LaGrange, and we'll be talking about the sponsors Riders, we're going to be going on the whistle. We're going to get our DJ to ramp it up. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen of LaGrange, we are ready. Ladies, we're going to go on the whistle. Riders, ready? Have fun. There they go.
We're doing a preem, $250 preem, $250 preem, preem.
All right. Once we got the ladies, hey, Frankie rang the bell for a first lap green. $50 compliments of our good friends at Kia and Mallory Agency. There goes your Kia. Here they come up the middle. Looks like Kingdom Elite is trying to take it. Grab this USACRITS race. So it goes Kingdom Elite. Looks like Jenna grabbing that.
So on the front right now, we got Flicker out. Izzy Harden has been improving race after race after race. You can see how good she is with her corner. He feels like she came around that last corner down there with about a 2 bike length gap. Peta Mullins has been moving up. She's been top 5 in a ton of different events, enough to be able to move her into the 2nd overall in the USACRITS series. And one thing to keep in mind with that is that Elena Quevedo has a win. Peta Mullins has not had a win yet, but she's been consistently placing in the front, so that's given her enough points to be able to move up in the standings.
Tenacious, I think Peta has been, and she's starting to find her legs towards the end of Speed Week. Found herself on the podium a couple times once, and there goes the attack by CCB.
That's Claire Abry, also Alto Velo on the attack right there. She sensed them sitting back, waiting, and not really pushing the pace, and so now Abry trying to be able to go across the road. Yesterday we saw Lori Sharp riding on the front a ton. She has the rider from Jamaica, I believe a Caribbean national champion and Jamaican national champion, but she rode on the front so much in the first half of the race, she didn't end up finishing the race. So I'm not sure how much work she wants to be able to do so early on in this race here, because this is a hard course to do work on.
Well, Frankie, let's talk tactics here. They got the announcements from Mimi about possibly shortening the race, possibly, but the racers are keen to it, so it probably will be a little bit more, shall we say, rambunctious to start, because if we have to shorten the race, a rider that's already up the road has a better chance of winning if we have to shorten the race. So there's going to be a lot of earlier race tactics that we're not usually used to.
Yesterday seen a pretty good strong rider there. That's Mary sitting in that 2nd position, going across the gap right there. That's Yasmiri Diaz. Rest of the field sitting in, trying to be able to stay in contact.
Yeah, Yasmiri's been racing really great for Parks Law Firm. Now we've got a group of 4. Kendall Ryan again. She knew, I had to talk with her, and she understood that we may be shortening it. So Kenda immediately inserts herself at the front and starts driving it. Smart tactical racing from Kendall. She knows this situation. She's been through it many times. So that is why, in my opinion, Kendall, who you don't normally see at the beginning of the race off the front, now is probably going to the front.
Oh, rider down, a little touch of the wheel, and that's going to be on the side of the road. As a couple riders are down. One of the riders in the green jersey, I wasn't sure if that was a flicker rider, but I'm thinking that might have been. It's Kendall Ryan now on the attack, getting it to come up. 3 riders on the attack. Yasmiri Diaz latching onto the back, and the rider that started it all, able to stay with the front as well. That's an awesome job. So 4 riders right now. I'm going to give that, I'm going to call that about a 6-second gap. A 6-second gap. You got a gap, a 6-second gap. Ryan leads them through. Alina Quevedo, your overall leader in the USA Crit Series, in a perfect position she wants to be in.
That is tactically and technically sound. Now, Valeria Cardoso Cabrera, she's put in a pickle because she has been white hot lately. And now Biker Cycling Team, realizing the strategy that's been played out in front of them, they're now going to the front to trace this back. Kendall's doing a lot of work. They're all riding really well together. You got your overall leader in Quevedo, Yasmiri Diaz from Parks Law Firm, and of course one of the most accomplished sprinters, has got it railed. And if you can't get on Kendall's wheel on the turns, Kendall's a proficient corner. She is going to make you work.
Yeah, that's what's happening to the rider in the back right now. Starting to be able to struggle, not cornering as smoothly or as comfortable. So a bike length opens, you have to close the bike length. The bike length opens, and you have to close the bike length. You can only do that so long, and eventually you're going to run out of juice. Riders spread out across the road in the back, so the gap is increasing. They continue to work extremely well together. That's Claire Abry. Making her way over to the pit right now is going to be Melissa Gomez, Waldo Racing out of Florida, as she was involved in that accident. So she'll be able to go into the pit and be able to get a free lap. There's your top 4. Those are the riders that are in the breakaway. Once again, we got Alina Quevedo, your overall leader in the USA Crit Series. She rides for the purple jersey team, but she has that leader's jersey made by Jack Rue, kind of that multicolored blue and purplish. Kendall Ryan in that again in a kind of a dark blue jersey for Legion of Los Angeles. Claire Abry with Apex Cycling, and then Yasmiri Diaz in that pink jersey. Here comes Rebecca Lang, the rider out of Winston-Salem, on the front, trying to be able to bring them back. Chat, you want to just do it now? Do it now.
All right, ladies, Frankie's going to get the bell rung, not his bell rung. We're going to ring the bell for a sprint points. 10, 7, 5, 3, and 2. Coke and Breck are trying to get across as well. Now we're going to essentially get a field split. This course is really putting the taxes on them. Point sprint, point sprint. Ten, 7, 5, 3, and 2. Whoever gets across the line first is going to get 10 points, and it goes down to 7 for second, 5 for third, fourth gets 3, and fifth gets 2. We might have it just tucked them back together again, and we do. Let's see what happens. We might even have a little bit of a field split happening. But this is for 10 points. Cavano, maybe. Arlena picking it up, followed by Harden. Followed by Diaz, followed by Breck, followed by Lang.
Elena Quevedo, the rider out of Cuba, continues to be able to ride on the front. Very talented, strong rider on that Kingdom Elite cycling team. Those riders in the purple jerseys. Looks like Holly Breck. Holly Breck was talking about how she wasn't feeling very good yesterday, actually feeling a little bit of fever during the race and last night. But I said maybe you could just sit in. But she's like, this is not the course you can just sit in. And so Elena Quevedo, previous national road race champion from Cuba, took a win earlier in Hateville. Peter Mullins sitting right on the side of Shannon Koch. Shannon Koch, a multi-time Masters and national champion. That's the rider on the front right now in the purple jersey. That's why she has those stripes on her sleeves. The purple jersey with the stripes on her sleeves represents a previous national champion. Small group of 5 going up the road. Little bit of tactics and strategy going on. They're all looking at each other.
you use one of these bike wheels to replace your flat trailer tire?
It's all for science.
There's an unreal feeling to get lifted up by 4 leaf blowers. That is pretty cool.
Welcome back to the second annual Outside Festival, presented by Capital One REI.
And they're coming off the back, and so pretty quick also. But Rebecca Lang, like if she's smart,
So right now, the Purple Rain and Shannon Koch is sitting in the back. She is not going to work at all because her teammate is in the chase group right now. So that means she does no work, none whatsoever. Holly Breck does not look like she's sick. My goodness, she is drilling it right now.
Why is Lori Sharp riding on the front? From Jamaica.
Tempo, maybe? Maybe she's slowing it down?
She has 2 riders in the breakaway. It's like, what's the point of this?
No, but my point is, though, maybe she's trying to what we used to call blocking and just slow everybody down. And there you have your top 10 right there. 9 riders, and this is the perfect course for 9 riders.
Surf's up, y'all. Get ready for splashes and crashes as I try to ride icy waves with pro surfer Cassia Metter.
Surfing is about being in communication with the ocean.
I saw its eyeball.
Welcome back to the second annual Outside Festival, presented by Capital One REI.
Meet Jonathan Thompson, an international travel writer on a mission to discover the most dynamic adrenaline-fueled destinations on the planet. Join Jonathan as he explores the world's best adventure cities.
Andrews, that's Frankie Andreu. We're here in LaGrange. Want to welcome you guys. Fast racing so far. This course is so incredibly hard, Frankie. Even the riders that have won over the past couple weeks are now getting tailed off the back.
Nice job. Claire Avery riding on the front right there as that Apex cycling team bobbing up and down. A little bit very unique riding style as we can see the chase group that just came through the start-finish line. Gap's going to be 30 seconds as they're trying to be able to catch up to our leaders. Breck back onto the front. Avery swings off. Remember, there's 2 riders from Flickr in there. There's 2 riders from Legion. Everybody else is individual. So is that an advantage? Does Legion have an advantage or does Flickr have an advantage? Or is it pretty much even Steven?
Oh, man, that's a great question. I think Kendall's going to have to work for Holly, but Holly's proven that she's got a great turn of speed, but she doesn't feel good. So where does that leave us in that? So I think right now, I would like to, if you're asking me, I still think it tips towards Legion.
Claire Avery with a great ride.
11 to go. 11 laps to go.
Going to give it a 10 seconds. 10-second gap. 10-second gap.
They're not throwing in the towel. Goodness gracious. Now biker cycling team to the front. Nope, that's Parks Law Firm. Usman Diaz.
Riders, 10 seconds is the gap. You can get to them. 10 seconds. Who is that Jenna Nessman that's drilling it from Kingdom that's in that group? So she's having to really turn herself inside out. But you know what she's doing a good job is like not doing it all herself. Trying to get the others to be able to help. And honestly, on this type of course, though, we saw Elena Quevedo already in a little bit of trouble. This is not the type of course, or I think Elena Quevedo's feeling good enough where she can jump across the gap. I think this is just minimizing the damage. And honestly, it's all about positions. It's not about time. It doesn't matter the time. It matters what position you get in. Look at Kendall just flying around, passing 3 riders on that turn in one fell swoop, keeping all the momentum she needs to be able to get onto the wheel of her teammate, Holly Breck.
Allie LaCraw, followed by Izzy Harden, followed by Breck, Ryan Avery. That's your top 5 as they roll through.
Ty Magner on the side of the road yelling a little bit of instructions and time gaps to be able to get some riders some information. Izzy with a glance over the shoulder. Again, riders, the gap is 10 seconds. The gap is 10 seconds.
The key to this whole race is look who's in the chase group and who's on the front.
New riders coming up to the front to help with the chase. That's a good thing. That's going to be Amanda Alston from New Type Cycling.
Trying to go 2 for 2. All right, so Austin pulled off. Who's next to pull? We've got Breck, followed by Kendall Ryan. That's your group. Avery doing a rock star ride right now. Peter Mullins is settled in, cornering straight. So is Rebecca Lane and Coke. And Kendall accelerating. And Breck sits up just a little bit to create a gap. Smart bike racing by Holly Breck. Now Peter Mullins is forced to chase onto Avery's wheel. Those little gaps are starting to form. Now Rebecca Lang is having to respond. Holly Breck did the sit-up. Now she's going to drop into the back. Kendall going hard.
Yeah, it's a big acceleration right there.
Ooh.
All the riders able to respond that time, right? But how many more times can they do that? Kendall putting the hammer down, and again, that takes a big effort to be able to respond to an acceleration like that. Claire Abry having a fantastic ride. She actually started the whole entire breakaway the very first time on lap number 2. And this is what occurred right now with these riders all being up the road.
All right, the pace is still white hot. As now Peter Mullins is taken to the front, the Aussie, who slotted in second in the USACRITS. She's tailed by Izzy Harden and Kendall Ryan. Then Rebecca Lang, then Claire Avery, then Shannon Koch, then Holly Breck, then Allie LaCraw. Good bookend flicker. Sharp taking a pull through. Harden did not get back to the pit with 5 laps left to go when the leaders came through.
Right, but Shannon Koch and Izzy Harden did not crash. Pito went down, and the other two locked it up and maybe just went wide, but they did. I don't think they fell. And so technically, you're supposed to crash to be able to go to a pit. Holly Breck gingerly going around, and then Peter Mullins right there. Riders up, 5 laps to go, 5 to go. Here's your race leaders with Holly Breck and Peter Mullins. So Peter Mullins definitely Well, Holly Breck is going to hang on to overall for Speed Week because she's wearing the Jack Rue Leaders jersey.
Peter
Mullins,
yeah.
definitely Peter Mullins should jump up and take over the overall in the USA Crit Series. We're not going to award that tonight because we got some points things that we need to be able to figure out a little bit better. More importantly, who is going to win LaGrange here in 2025? Trying to be able to beat the rain. It's 4 laps to go.
Oh, and look at Peter's face. Oh, my, she is in some serious pain. It's a big fight from the Aussie right now. Breck is the only one that didn't meet her fate on that turn. And right now, Peter Mullins is holding on for dear life. Oh,
I'm sure a little bit of that is pain from the injury from falling and then also having to put in that big effort to be able to get back up into the pit and stay on Holly Breck. Shannon Koch and Izzy Harden. Izzy, just ride. Just go and ride. She's got nothing to worry about. Izzy Harden right now, third on the wheel. I think if she goes hard, she's just going to jump Shannon. Shannon Koch was suffering even before that crash happened. Peter Mullins looking behind, and they're not going to be able to get back up to our 2 leaders as they're getting ready to come by and see 3 laps to go.
I think Peter's left shoulder may be either out of the socket or a little bit of separation. You see how gingerly she's going around that turn. Same with Holly Breck, but I think Peter's left shoulder is buggered right now. Peter's in the green, Holly Breck for Legion. Normally in the blue kit is wearing the overall leader in USA Speed Week.
4 to go, riders, 4 to go.
So we're going to get word maybe later on, but Peter may have done more damage to that shoulder than we're aware of. Maybe a collarbone. I could tell when she crashed, she held her arm up like trying to move it, and it was isolated. And that's usually a clear indication of a broken collarbone. Again, I am not going to say that Peter's collarbone is broken, but you can see it poking, that left shoulder poking out there. Oh, tough as nails. Ladies, you have 3 to go.
They're weary. They're weary of that corner.
Man, I would be too. I would be wigged out myself.
That Rebecca Lang is still sitting down there on the outside of the barrier. She hasn't moved, and they've opened up the barriers a little bit, and that's one of our referees making sure that everything is all right and trying to be able to figure out what's going to be the next step is when they come by. Riders here are 3 to go, 3 laps to go. Alina Quevedo now starting to feel a little bit better. 3 to go, 3 to go.
Oh, I feel incredibly bad for Rebecca Lang. She has been the most aggressive rider in this entire series.
Riders,
Gambler Preem, ladies, Gambler Preem.
Gambler Preem, Gambler Preem. Gambler Preem is $250 for whoever wins the next lap, whoever crosses the line first. It'll be between you 2. Leaders getting ready to be able to come around. Remember, they're fighting it out for $250. The Gambler Preem. Peter Mullins, not sure. Holly Breck, you can see, can get out of the saddle. With the injury that Peter has, not sure if she can get out of the saddle. We'll be able to find that out when we get around to our final lap. They're coming around and about to be able to lap many of our riders right here, but these guys are going to have 2 laps to go. Hey, LaGrange, cheer them on. They've been out here battling the wind and the rain, and it's 2 laps to go.
Oh, Frankie, it looks like they're going to get taken back a lap, too. Riders, the leaders are coming up on your left.
You're going to have to sprint this lap if you get caught.
Go.
1 to go, 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 1 to go. There's your 2 leaders coming by.
I need to clarify something, Frankie, so everybody understands. The reason why PETA can be where she is right now, Frankie explained it ad nauseum at the beginning of the race. The free lap rule expires at 5. So if you crash, you can get back in the race exactly where you exited. Exactly. Up until the leader gets 5 to go. PETA Mullins was the only one out of the crash group that got in there to the pit before the leader came through with 5 to go. All the rest of the racers did not make it to the pit when Holly saw 5.
Riders, 1 to go, 1 to go, 1 to go. 1 to go, 1 to go, 1 to go. That is 3rd and 4th on the road, just so you know. That is 3rd and 4th on the road. Here coming up, and our group coming around is going to be 5th through so much, and right behind them, it all depends if these guys are going to catch them, but we're going to have our winners get ready to come up. They're scared of this last corner, gingerly going around at Holly Breck. Now, Holly Breck can get out of the saddle. We've seen that. I have not seen PETA Mullins get out of the saddle yet, trying to be able to do a sprint as they're getting ready to be able to come up for the finish.
I think this is going to be one of those sprints where you're just like, they are just happy to be at the finish line and winning this 1st and 2nd. Watch the sprint. I don't even think PETA's probably not even going to get out of the saddle, Frankie.
Main group, you got 1 to go. 1 to go, 1 to go for this group right here. 1 to go for this group. 1 to go. Your finish is right behind Holly Breck and PETA
your winner
Mullins.
is going to be Holly Breck, followed by PETA Mullins.
Your champion, Holly Breck from Legion, picking up the win. The Australian PETA Mullins in 2nd.
Oh. Holly Breck was sick as a dog last night, and somehow she fought through the rain, the pain, and now getting the win, and Holly is gassed.
Watch this sprint, though, with Shannon Koch and Izzy Harden. Points on the line. Very important for Izzy Harden from Team Flicker if she can get it. But it's going to be Shannon Koch who had the free ride for a lot, but that's how bike racing works. So Koch gets herself onto the podium. Izzy Harden, excellent ride for 4th.
And the fact that they both got back in the bike race and stayed away from the field. Wow.
So now we're going to be treated to another sprint. We have the big group, and in that, your overall leader of USA Crits, Eileen Quevedo, is going to be in that group. She needs to hang on to a top place. Remember, 8 places were going to be up the road. Now there's only 5. So this is a big opportunity for Elena Quevedo to be able to pick up some points and not lose as many points as she could have without the crash. Biker cycling team out of the saddle right now, trying to be able to come up. Nice job, biker cycling team coming in. I don't even see Quevedo as she has gone back over here, so not getting the placing that she exactly would love to be able to have. So it's Luisa Parra from biker cycling team unofficially picking up 5th place on the day, and the rest of the riders coming in.
And we'll let Math do the rest of the work. Hey, if we could get Holly Breck back here. Holly, I know you're not feeling great, but if you were having the chance to do the post-race interview, we'd really appreciate it. And attention managers, if you could tell the top 3 to come back to the podium, we'd appreciate it.
Yeah, Rebecca Lang still sitting down there. Looks like getting her shoulder taken care of, and so our medical personnel trying to do a good job to make sure she's as comfortable as possible. That's
Will Harden.
Will Harden helping her out, and Holly Breck with a glance over the shoulder with the celebration coming across the line. So congratulations to Legion of Los Angeles picking up, and for Holly Breck, it's win number 2 of Speed Week.
This is one of those ones where you're just happy to escape. All right, so Shannon, Peta, and Holly, I know that you guys are doing more important things, but we want to get you guys
Excuse me, madam. You're standing still in a no parking zone. If you don't get a move on that body, I'll be forced to give you a ticket.
Shannon Koch, are you around? Shannon Koch, come on over to the announcing area. We'll do your podium immediately and get you done. Once again, Kingdom, Shannon Koch, are you around? Shannon Koch. Hey, thank you, Shannon. We're going to do podium right now. We'll get it done. Come on up.
All right, we're going to do a quick interview with Holly Breck. Let her get up here, and then we're going to let our administration staff.
Trying to be able to beat the rain and get things done. Like to be able to start off third place, riding for Kingdom Elite after the pro women's race here in LaGrange. Please welcome Shannon Koch up to our podium. Excellent job. Third place, Shannon Koch picking it up that bronze medal position. Second place, but she's getting treated for her injuries in her crash, is going to be Peta Mullins, the Australian. But let's celebrate the winner, making it around here in LaGrange. Your 2025 champions, riding for Legion of Los Angeles, coming out of California, Holly Breck. Holly Breck with that maintains her overall lead in Speed Week and will jump up also in our USA Crit standings.
All right, Holly, well, this is appropriate. Come on up here and let's talk to the raindrops. Ladies and gentlemen, Holly Breck, there's your camera over there. Maybe we can get you on that, but, I don't know. You go. Your turn.
Yeah, it started raining, and it just got so slippery so quick. I saw Rebecca attack into that turn, and I didn't think she was going to make it, honestly, and unfortunately she didn't. Massive crash, and it was just survival after that. So I hope everybody in the crash is okay. That really looked horrible, and if you're not, heal up quickly, please.
Oh, that's super kind. And what was going through your mind? Do you know the chaos that was going on behind you and everybody went down and Peta got into the pit before everybody else? Was there chaos for you? Did you know, or were you getting radio conversation from somebody else?
No radio. We didn't have anything. I heard the crash and no one was there, so I just kind of tried to keep going and pray for the best. I've gotten sick the last couple days, so I've been fighting a little bit of a cold, so not feeling the greatest, but yeah, it was nice to be able to hold it off.
Sick, rain, crashing, the way to win a bike race. Ladies and gentlemen, Holly Breck from Legion.
Thank you so much.
travel writer on a mission to discover the most dynamic adrenaline-fueled destinations on the planet. Join Jonathan as he explores the world's best adventure cities.
Could you use one of these bike wheels to replace your flat trailer tire?
It's all for science.
There's an unreal feeling to get lifted up by 4 leaf blowers. That is pretty cool.
Welcome back to the second annual Outside Festival, presented by Capital One REI.
Surf's up, y'all. Get ready for splashes and crashes as I try to ride waves with pro surfer Cassia Metter.
Surfing is about being in communication with the ocean.
I saw its eyeball.